Hello and welcome. I am Matt Roddy, and this is the Greater Prescott podcast, where we talk about, you guessed it, all things Greater Prescott. Today, I am excited to share with you the Visket farm. Alex Visket, thank you so much for being my guest today.
Thank you.
Today, you guys are going to get to learn about Alex's background, all about what brought Alex here, the impetus to why she started doing all of these beautiful things that you see behind us, and you're just going to get to know her. So I hope that you guys enjoy, and I really hope you also learn something new.
Yeah.
Before we dive in, I want to point out my little sign that was made by Junipine Design. They are on Instagram, Junipine Design. They make these fun little, well, this is custom, but they also make these live edge wooden things, all just sorts of really cute stuff. So if you guys need anything like that, definitely Brandy and Lauren are awesome people, so let
I
them
need a
know.
sign.
I know, right?
Yeah.
They're actually going to make me a big sign that I
That's
can have in
awesome.
my studio that's
Cool.
going to be, it's going to put this little guy to shame, but this is my little travel sign. So thanks, Brandy and Lauren. All right, in order to kick things off, Alex, I want people to get to know you. So simply start us off. Where were you born and raised? What'd you do when you were a kid? And let's just kick this conversation off.
All right. I was born and raised in North County, San Diego, in Oceanside area. I've lived there, I don't know, probably a little over 25 years.
Okay.
I've also lived in places like San Antonio, Texas,
Yeah.
Oahu, a bunch of crazy places.
What other crazy places?
Well, now I'm here in
Yeah.
Arizona. So, yeah.
Okay. So let's back up.
Yeah.
Because you didn't tell us anything you did when
About
you were a
my-
kid.
my-
Like, what'd you do? I mean, did you...
The beach.
The beach.
That
That
all
was at
day,
the
every
life.
day.
Yeah.
Surfing.
Okay.
Looking for shells.
Yeah.
I played lots of sports as a child,
Okay.
from basketball to softball.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were athletic.
Yeah.
Was hopping on a surfboard pretty simple for you?
Kind of. I mean, I was...
Maybe easier than the non-coordinated, non-athletic person.
Yeah.
I
I
guess
mean,
is
my
what I'm
dad
getting
was
at.
a surfer, so
Okay.
I kind of was raised on a board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. How close did you live to the ocean?
Down the street.
Like
Not
a
my
minute
entire
walk?
life. Yeah,
No, but I
yeah.
mean, just literally you could just walk.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. The best place in California is to live on the coast.
Yes. No kidding.
Yeah.
Were you good at sports?
Yeah. I
Uh-huh.
would say so.
Yeah?
I was a little wild though.
What do you mean by wild?
I don't know. I guess I was very aggressive or
Okay.
Yeah.
So it suited maybe being an athlete somewhat?
Yeah,
Like
just a
the
little bit.
competitive edge and
I
things?
wasn't a very passive type person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did you fish? Like...
I have fished. Like on the
like I
on
guess
the
like on
pier.
the on the pier or
Yeah.
something like that. All right.
Yeah. I mean, I would prefer watching people fish. That was
Okay.
kind of cool.
Yeah, that's fair.
See them catch sharks and little
Yeah.
baby sharks.
Like little, how big? What's a baby shark?
Like this big.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that's plenty big for me.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I can only imagine what the mom looked like down below.
Did you ever see one when you were surfing?
Thankfully, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, thankfully.
I mean, I've seen seals, turtles.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is kind of scary because,
A little bit.
yeah, things popping out of the water.
Yeah. The ocean is very humbling, meaning like when I've
yeah.
been in the ocean and kind of out there,
Yeah.
all of a sudden you're just out there and you kind of realize how tiny you
Yeah.
are in the big scheme
Yeah.
of things. So yeah.
Especially if you're in a wetsuit, you look like
Yeah.
a small little seal yourself.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Shark food.
Yeah.
Were you good at surfing?
I wouldn't say so. I was more of a longboarder. Just had fun.
Yeah.
Kept it relaxing and mellow.
So good at longboard.
Yeah.
Able to get up and just have a fun, good time.
Yeah, I
and-
wasn't like a shredder. Nothing like that.
Yeah. That's a good word.
Yeah.
We don't use that in Greater Prescott too often.
How funny.
So then you said Texas and Oahu. So roll us through. How in the world are you going?
How do I-
Oceanside,
Yeah.
Texas, Hawaii.
Texas, my grandmother needed some help out there when my
Okay.
grandfather passed away.
Yep.
And I really had no obligations or responsibilities, so I went out there for a little bit and helped her out.
Mm-hmm. And that was San Antonio?
Yeah,
San Antonio's beautiful.
it's all right.
It's definitely different than Oceanside.
Yeah,
I'm in a culture shock, probably. Mm-hmm.
it's a little hot out there.
It's definitely warm.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
can
not
be
a
humid.
fan of the heat. The summers were horrible.
Yeah.
But Hawaii,
Yeah, how'd you end up?
my mom and grandparents lived in Hawaii, so
Okay.
my freshman year, I went out there
Mm-hmm.
for a year. Didn't do well.
Freshman high school year?
Yeah.
Gotcha, okay.
Yeah. Coming from Christian private schools
Mhm.
to like a public Hawaii school was not the greatest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the inherent challenges of going from, in a sense, a private school to a
Yeah.
secular school. I mean, just public and obviously the change.
Culture shock.
Culture,
Yeah.
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 A freshman female,
Yeah.
like everything. Yeah.
It was crazy.
I bet you have some fond memories.
I do. The
Yeah.
beaches, again,
Yeah.
always brings me
Did
back.
some good longboarding there?
I never surfed out there.
Okay.
More so swimming.
Okay.
The water out there is gorgeous and
Yeah.
beautiful.
You
Swimming.
said Oahu is where you were?
Yeah,
Okay.
Kailua. Mm-hmm.
Is that close to, or sorry, is that the island that where all the tourists go, or where
Yeah,
a
but I was
majority
on
of
the
them?
other side of the island from
Okay.
all the tourist
Okay.
busy area.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
super. I mean, small town.
Yeah,
Or probably
very
hardly
small.
any town
Gorgeous,
at all.
beautiful.
Yeah.
But it was kind of cool to be able to go to the other side and see the tourist
Mhm.
attractions, stuff like that.
See the
So
the
you get a
big
little
life.
bit of both worlds.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I think I'd have a really challenging time living there. It's
Yeah.
just, we went there for our honeymoon. It's one of the most beautiful places ever.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it's
a
gorgeous.
very unique lifestyle.
It is.
Mhm.
I mean, you do everything in the first month over and over again.
Yeah.
But you just learn to appreciate the beauty of the island,
Mm-hmm.
hiking, swimming.
Yep. What did your mom do there, and your grandparents?
My grandparents were retired.
Okay.
So they, just hung
Well,
out.
retired. Yeah.
My grandfather worked on cars a lot.
Okay.
I mean, he was born and raised there, so he lived there his whole life.
And we had this conversation before the podcast. What I asked? What's his ethnicity?
He's Portuguese and Hawaiian.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Which I don't see any of that in you,
No.
which is just hilarious.
Yeah, look just like my father.
Okay. All right. So then back to Oceanside for sophomore, junior, senior.
San Marcos High School.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was about 20 minutes inland from the coast.
Okay. All
yeah.
right. Mm-hmm.
That place was okay.
Yeah. Definitely warmer.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Another culture shock.
I was gonna say, yeah, man.
All over the place.
All over the place. What, as you look back, what are some things that you learned from having such varying perspectives on things? 'Cause it's pretty unique, and obviously it has its inherent challenges as well.
Yeah, I mean, you just learn a lot about different cultures, and change is fairly easy for me. Instead of growing up in one town, knowing everybody, you just get to know a lot more people from
Yep.
a lot more different areas.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that's really good.
It is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. But man, when you're in high school, it's hard to make those
Yeah, yeah.
like huge
High
swings.
school is a little rough. I mean,
Yeah.
I got an interdistrict transferred to a school that was near the Marine Corps base,
Okay.
just because my mom thought I would do a lot better
Okay.
with a more diverse
Mhm.
ethnicity out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd that work out?
I had to come back in a year.
Yeah,
It didn't
okay.
work out well.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. No, it makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay.
But
So,
it was fun.
so after high school, what'd you do?
I played
Wait, I didn't. You may have shared. What sports did you play?
basketball.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how tall are you?
About 5'10" and a half.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say you're taller than average.
Yeah.
All right, that makes sense. Did you play in high school?
I did.
All right.
Yeah, when I went back to San Marcos, I played there, and then I played at the community college, Palomar College in San Marcos.
Nice.
Yeah.
Man. Rachel Beck was someone I had on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
She played college basketball too.
Oh, yeah?
That is so, I literally, when she told me that during the podcast, I was like, what? A female basketball player. Like the things that I get to learn is so fun. And here's another one.
Another baller.
Another baller. And she totally follows basketball like pretty closely.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Awesome.
So, what'd you do in school? Besides play basketball, what'd you study?
Criminology.
How come?
I just have a thing for criminology and the laws and crazy things like that.
What is the study of criminology?
I don't know. I mean, just the laws and criminals and stuff like that. It came to me fairly easy rather than just English and math. You know, the basic studies was not my strong suit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably just didn't interest you as much either.
No. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have to be interested in something to be good at it.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I actually think that's one of the challenges when you send someone to college.
Yeah.
Especially at 18 or 19. You're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
hey, what are you gonna do? What
Party.
like right? That's what I did.
That was my main focus. Was having a lot of fun.
That was my focus too. Yeah.
18 years old, getting out of the house and just having a ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it a good ball?
It was. I didn't do a lot of partying in high school, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's how I was too.
Yeah.
I went to a private Christian high school.
Parents are pretty strict.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on one hand, I'm glad I waited till college.
Me too.
On the other hand, I wish I would have never got into it because I got into it.
True.
But,
I got it out of my system, and here I am making soap now.
So after college, do you have a degree?
No, not yet.
Not quite. Okay.
I have like 100 and something units.
You got a million.
I'm right there.
You're practically there. They just didn't give you the piece of paper yet.
Yeah.
So what did you want to do with that?
I wanted to be a juvenile probation officer or a dog handler, one of the two.
Where's the passion to be a juvenile detention officer? Because that is very specific and very heavy in terms of the psychology around it and the situations that you encounter with kids.
I would say I had, as a teenager myself, I went through a lot, and I feel like I have a connection with teenagers and young kids.
Yeah.
And I just really wanted to help them out the best I could. And this country needs more good people being juvenile probation officers.
Yep.
I mean, they're overloaded and...
Totally.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to be in the mix.
Yeah. And that's most people's answer to kind of whatever they're doing. Something happened early in life. They had experiences and then like, hey, I want to help.
Yeah, exactly.
By doing A, B, or C. So that's not surprising. So then, because you didn't get your degree and you probably didn't, did you become a detention officer?
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't get my degree.
What kind of jobs have you had, post-college? You can't play basketball post-college.
No, I got injured in college.
Okay.
I tore my lateral meniscus, so that kind of, and the timing of that threw me out of the season and then couldn't transfer out and stuff like that.
Makes sense.
Just going through that injury alone kind of put me in a dark place for a little bit.
I mean, that was basically the end of your basketball time.
I mean,
which was your life.
Yeah, it was my life. I played sports ever since I could walk, and then all of a sudden it was just over. So it took me. So then I moved to San Antonio.
Okay.
Yeah.
If a professional athlete, for example, a basketball player blows out their knee, do you have like a special connection or like you are especially empathetic towards that? Does that make sense?
I understand the heartbreak of it.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I mean, a lot of people can bounce back, but in my case, I could not.
Right.
Yeah.
And even bouncing back, So
Which
much
I
work
did.
and effort
It was just the timing of it didn't
in the
fit.
cycle of the season and things. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So then, had you lived in San Antonio before then?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was after college.
Mm-hmm.
And how long were you there?
Probably a little over a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you go to Schlitterbahn,
No.
the water park?
I
It's
did
like this
not.
water park on a river that's pretty legit.
I know what you're talking about. New Braunfels, I
In
believe.
New Braunfels,
Yeah.
yes. Mm-hmm. Great place.
I was too busy working.
Okay. And what were you doing?
I was a waitress and then a bartender
Mm-hmm.
for a while. Made some really good money. So
Yeah.
it was great to help out my grandmother and
do that as well.
yeah, pay off
Gotcha.
some bills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. So then what? You're 21, 22, 23.
Well, I dated a guy who was on deployment from Oceanside.
Okay.
So when he came back, I went back. Yeah. That didn't work out,
Okay.
but it brought me back to California.
Yep. Were you doing the same type of work?
No, then I started working for an online travel agency.
Okay.
Yeah, which I still do.
Which you still do.
Yes.
So this, like many of the people I interview, is what I would call their side
hustle.
Their side hustle, exactly. Like this podcast is a side hustle of mine. So tell people what you do for your day job right now, since you mentioned it.
I'm a market manager for an online travel agency.
Okay.
For the last 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's keeps you on your toes constantly.
What does that mean? Like, what are your day-to-day type of duties?
Just recognizing, I guess, patterns of people traveling. Where do they want to go?
Okay.
What season it is? Do I need to raise rates, lower rates, stuff like that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Could I, as someone wanting to go on vacation, would I actually book something through your company, or are you more behind the scene? Okay.
Well, I'm more behind the scene.
But the company is a booking company.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, we do anything from 1-bedroom suites to 4-bedroom presidentials. So it's pretty
Meaning
awesome.
that if that's what I needed, I would let you know I need this and that and all the above, and you're like, okay, we'll get you all taken care of. And
and we're all over the United States.
Okay. So just in the U.S. that you take care of bookings?
We do have some resorts outside of the U.S., but we're predominantly inland.
Now you say resorts. Do you work for resorts, or do you simply just book to resorts?
We're like a third party to a resort.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Pretty much any resort?
Mostly timeshare resorts, like Wyndham or Worldmark, stuff like that.
Gotcha. Okay.
So the owners, we work with the owners. So the points that they don't use, we take them and rent them out.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah.
One of the things that's fascinating is how many ways there are to make a living.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is so awesome. Like simply people who aren't able to use all their points in a timeshare, like that they can, I don't know if they sell them to you or whatever, but however it works, that those points, those days get used.
Well, their maintenance fees is pretty much like a second mortgage, so.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we just try to help them offset their maintenance fees and also make them some money, and we make money.
And you guys make money.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
And you never would imagine how people can
we're a solution.
earn a living. Oh, exactly.
We're a solution
totally.
to a problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
So that's your 9 to 5.
Yes.
Okay. Now let's back up, because within this last 9 years, you also have some children.
Yeah.
So just bring us up to date on how many kids. And
3 boys.
3 boys.
Jack is 6. And then we have Luke, who's 3, and Aaron is 1.
Okay.
Bunch of wild little guys.
Yeah. Tell us about the boys.
Oh man, it's like a mini fight club.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool. They're awesome.
Of course. The little boys, they're awesome.
They're everywhere.
They're full of energy.
They can trash a house in under 5 seconds.
Oh, yeah. Done deal. Done deal. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But they're pretty cool.
Yeah. So, full-time mom
Full-time mom, full-time
Full-time.
worker.
Full-time side hustle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do it all.
Yeah. Okay, we got to back up just a little bit. So you were out in Oceanside. How the heck did you get to Prescott Valley?
Oh, okay. Well, so my child's father, his parents is from LA.
Okay.
And they moved out here, I think about 9 years ago.
Okay.
And we would come out for holidays to visit.
Yep.
And, California is just getting a little insane. So 4.5 years ago, we just decided we wanted to change and we wanted to buy a house.
Yep.
And start a family.
Mm-hmm.
And so now here we are.
So here
and we
you
love it.
How close are the in-laws to where?
They're in Prescott, so about 20 minutes away.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
And your side hustle company is called Visket Farm.
The Visket Farm.
The Visket Farm is at .com.
Yeah.
TheVisketFarm.com. So we are on a little farm.
Yeah.
I forgot to preface, you may or may not hear chickens, roosters, dogs.
Yeah.
Probably won't hear the pigs, but if you went out back,
You might.
you could. Okay, you might. So tell us about your little farm.
Oh man.
So yeah, let's dive into this.
Okay.
And give people a sense of what they don't see.
Yeah.
Out the back door.
Okay. Well, it all started with a few goats. I wanted to kind of be more self-sustainable, and my kids drank a lot of milk.
Okay.
And I just started milking goats, and then my 3-year-old has a little bit of eczema and skin issues. So I would always go to the farmer's market and buy goat milk soap and stuff like that. And one day I just thought, why don't I do this myself? Yeah. And on top of goats, we have a couple pigs, we have dogs,
Give us
chickens.
the quantity of each, approximately.
Maybe about 40 chickens.
Okay.
I just hatched some quail, so we should have some quail eggs soon.
Okay.
Some ducks. We got 4 pigs. About 10 goats.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Some cats, a barn cat.
Yeah.
An indoor house cat.
It's a cat right there.
Yeah. There's a monkey over here.
Yeah. So how come you mentioned quail?
Yeah.
You mentioned duck. Why do you have those?
Eggs.
Okay.
About 2 years ago, I used to sell eggs at the farmer's market, the Prescott farmer's market.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you raise the birds
Hatch
for the
them,
eggs.
raise them. Yeah.
And then sell the baby birds?
I mean, I
or
have.
the eggs?
I've sold chicks. I've sold birds.
Okay.
I've sold eggs. I hatch eggs. Yeah. I do a whole lot of different
Yeah, you
things.
do a whole lot of things. Huh.
Yeah.
What is, tell the people something unique about raising all these birds.
Unique. I mean, just considering the whole COVID-19 that happened over this past year, you see people scrambling to buy milk and, can't find eggs and can't find meat. And I have all that in my backyard.
Yeah.
And that was kind of my main goal, is to be self-sustainable and self-sufficient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting how
I've raised my own meat birds. I've butchered my own meat birds. I mean.
And I think I just learned that some chickens are for laying eggs and other chickens are for eating.
Yes.
Like they're not the same maybe variety or whatever.
The meat birds pack on a little more weight.
Okay.
And yeah, they're a lot different than a layer bird.
Okay. And do you have will you have layer birds?
Yeah.
Do you have any meat birds?
In my freezer.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
During spring at Tractor Supply or whatnot, we buy, a handful, anywhere from about 5 to 20 meat birds, raise them for about 8 weeks, and then it's time to butcher.
Yeah, that's so quick. That's crazy.
It is. You got to be on top of it.
That is wild that happens like that.
It does.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
And again, why why the quail? Do you sell those eggs?
I just think, for one, they're adorable.
They're super cute babies.
We also sell the eggs, and I actually have little blue quail eggs.
Okay.
They're just neat. I like things that are a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're kind of cute to just boil them and then throw them in salads, like little tiny little eggs.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can eat them just like
Yeah.
a chicken lay egg.
Yeah.
Yeah, see the things that you learn. Like, it's kind of the farm life.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so talked a lot about birds. Oh, just as a side note, I lived in Chicago for about 9 months. During my time there, for 2 or 3 months, I worked at a pheasant farm.
Oh, you did?
Where they
Wow.
raised pheasants. And the reason I think I asked you a couple questions about the quail is because they would raise about, I don't know how, I guess they would probably harvest, what was the number? Like 50 to 100,000 eggs
Yeah.
a year.
Interesting.
It was a pretty big
Yeah.
thing. I mean, it was on 10 or 12 acres and they had a bunch of pheasants. Well, we didn't raise, or the company didn't, the farmer, he didn't raise quail, but he had someone who would bring the quail eggs to us because we had a big incubator, I guess it
Yeah.
would be like a big one, one that would
How
be
big? Because I have
I mean,
one that
thousands of eggs.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
I
we're
have one
talking.
in my garage that could fit about 1,000 eggs.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like, and the people, so they made their money by raising pheasants and selling pheasants to gun country clubs,
Yeah. To
which
hunt.
are exactly for
Yeah.
hunting, which is just, for me, having never known that was a thing and never experienced it, I was just blown away. Again, another thing that people make money from
Yeah.
that there's a need for.
Yeah.
And so it was a fascinating experience, but the baby quail
They're so
were
cute.
so stinking cute.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I just had about 8 hatch 2 days ago on
Okay.
Labor Day. Yeah.
Where are they right now?
They're in the garage
Okay.
under a heat lamp.
Yeah.
Got to keep those little guys warm.
Yep. Yeah. So cool. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about the Visket farm and all these goodies behind us. Oh, I also forgot to preface the conversation. I met Alex through Instagram as you post a solid amount of quality photos of your products. And
Thank
I
you.
was always drawn to the artistic nature
Yeah.
of them. Like, can I just grab this?
Go for it.
So like this is a bar of soap, but
Yeah.
like, I mean, just look at it. It's a piece of artwork, if you ask me. And this is something you just don't see in the store.
No, not at all.
And that fascinates me. I think we're moving from a culture that consumes just the most generic stuff to wanting things a little more personal.
Yeah.
And
or
so
natural.
And natural, exactly. So that's where these types of things, like, they really strike a chord because they legitimately interest me. I think they're absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
So well done.
Thank
and
you.
Tell the people about all of these things. Let's talk.
Where do I begin? I just have always been a very artistic person as a child. And just recently, in case my online travel agency job, was going to go down due to COVID, I wanted something that I could possibly fall back on.
Okay.
So that's kind of how this has all started. On Instagram, I follow all sorts of soap people.
Yep.
And, I just try to learn from everyone. I ask lots of questions. I reach out to all sorts of people. If I have, how did you do that? Like, how did you make that? There's just so many different little tricks to the trade.
Totally.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm constantly keeping my eyes open. I also wanted something that is natural.
Okay.
I milk my goats every single morning.
Yep.
Use raw goat's milk. Everything I use is like activated charcoal or mica, which is a mineral for the colorants.
Okay.
I use all sorts of clays. Let's see. All of my oils are organic oils.
Okay.
It beats the store-bought bar of soap that has detergents and chemicals.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's loaded with chemicals.
Yep.
Why people want to wash their body with chemicals.
It's just what we're used to, Alex.
Yeah.
Right?
It's just crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like, especially with all the cancer that's going on, it's like how, why, and I don't know. It could be the chemicals that are soaking into your skin, getting into your blood system.
Yep.
So,
okay.
That's where.
So here we are. So I'm gonna start grabbing a couple of things, and I want you to tell people about the bars that I grabbed, because there's a lot of.
There's so much.
While the cuts may all look the same, there's definitely a lot of variety here. So
go for it.
All right, what's this guy?
All right. So this is an unscented tallow bar, which I rendered myself. I got the tallow from Broken Horn D Ranch. That's local.
What's tallow?
It is beef fat.
Oh.
So I render the beef fat and I put it on a soap. I mean, back in the old days, soap was made from tallow.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is for people who have like sensitive skin. This is also a good shave bar because the tallow makes it very like bubbly. And, yeah.
Okay.
Lathering.
All
right. This is lavender. Smells amazing.
And is there, other than the lavender, is this just simply hand soap? I guess that's also something I don't even know.
I do. I shred lavender buds in there, so it can also be an exfoliating bar that you can use for your body. I mean, it's soft enough to use for your face. It's very moisturizing with all of the, like even with the goat's milk, all the vitamin A, the selenium, all sorts of good stuff. All the fatty acids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What other scents do you have?
This one is an unscented bar. Again, some people are very sensitive to essential oils.
Okay.
So I use Moroccan red clay and raw honey in this bar. And I just try to make it look cute.
Yeah.
Something that has a little bit of pizzazz.
How do you make it look so cute?
I mix them in different tubs and drop it in. And I have like this little wire hanger type tool that makes the swirls inside. This one is a cedar wood and rosemary. I was trying to make something for the guys that wasn't so floral and pretty. So yeah. And there's also activated charcoal.
Woody.
Yeah.
Yeah. What does activated charcoal do?
It helps pull toxins out of your skin.
Okay.
What is this one? This one is with calendula inside the bar, activated charcoal off the top of my head.
Calendula?
It's like a flower.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't remember what the scent is. I make so many.
So many.
Yeah.
Holy cow. This fun one looks like the kids will.
Yeah, this one is spearmint. My little nieces love dinosaurs.
Okay.
So I was trying to make something for kids, something that they could have a little fun with.
Yes.
And a lot of preparation goes into this one because there's a star, a moon, and
oh my gosh! Yes.
Yeah. So
that is really cool.
I have to make those before I make the soap, like the day or two before, so they can harden.
Yes. And then everything else gets poured around it.
Yeah, I drop them into my soap, and then voila.
Yeah. Voila.
The kids love it.
Grab something else. What are a couple of those?
So the little guys love stuff like this. This is with organic oatmeal and raw honey.
Okay.
It's good for kids that have skin issues like eczema.
Like your son.
Yeah.
Okay.
that's kind of where that started.
Is that one similar or just got some color in it?
The ones with color are lavender lime.
Okay.
So not every child has skin problems, and they like something that's a little colorful and playful.
Yeah. Where do you have molds for things like that?
Yeah.
And are those just things that you have found online?
Yeah.
You've been inspired from other people who make soap?
Well, I haven't really seen too many people use this. I get them from like soap companies.
Okay.
There are soap molds, and I also use cake molds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find something with a cake mold.
Any of these guys in front of us?
Yeah. Like the little succulent on the top. These are cake molds.
Okay.
So I pour the soap the night before in them, let them set and harden, and then a couple of days later I'll go in and I'll make the cup, and then I'll drop them in.
Explain that one more time.
I have a bunch of like succulent molds, so I'll make a batch of soap, put them all in the molds, let it set for a day or two, and then I'll go and make a second batch and make the cup.
I've got
And
you.
then I'll drop the succulent in the center.
2-part process.
Yeah.
There's a ton of work
Lots
here,
of steps.
Alex.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
You recently posted this one. If you can't tell, this is a little skull head.
Yeah, I mean, I found the little skull heads at Target.
Okay.
So I'm constantly going to TJ Maxx, Hobby Lobby, and just like looking for little intricate details. Since
quirky,
Halloween,
fun things.
Yeah, since Halloween is down the road, I wanted to do something a little fun.
Yeah.
And it has like eco-friendly glitter.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. This one is patchouli and bergamot, which is a fan favorite.
I have no idea what that is.
Smell it.
Man. It's amazing how many scents
Oh,
are
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Holy cow. How do you put a scent into a piece of soap like this? Is it an oil?
Yeah, I find organic essential oil. I have a couple of companies that sell it in bulk.
Okay.
And I mix before I make the soap. I mix it in a clay, so it can kind of anchor down into the clay. When I mix it into the soap,
All right.
it sticks in the soap.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's like citrus essential oils are really hard to anchor into soap.
Okay.
Yeah, they're quite fleeting.
Yeah. What about, okay, so you showed the one over there. What about this little guy that it looks like an edible?
This is a lavender. I actually found these little loofah rounds at TJ Maxx.
Okay.
It's just people's everyday skin scrubs.
Yep.
And when you put this in the shower, it
Totally. Poofs up.
Yeah, it poofs up and it becomes a good scrubber.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
so
hilarious.
I just try to do different things.
Yeah. And I think that's one of the things that has drawn me is that you'll post a photo of a new set of soap.
Yeah.
And it looks totally different and it's got scents that I've never heard of. And just the creativity that comes along with this entire process is really neat.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, I do a lot of research. I try to research what scents go good together.
Yeah.
I always reach out to my Facebook page and I just ask people, what do you want?
Right.
Like, tell me what you want. I'll make it right now.
Yeah, actually, I just saw you ask that question earlier this week, maybe.
If sometimes I feel like I'm kind of stumped on what next, because I've done lavender here, lavender there, unscented. The one over there is cinnamon.
Okay.
I also try to pay attention to the seasons. It takes 4 weeks for this soap to cure and to use. So it's not like I can make this and use it. If I did, it would just disintegrate within one use.
Set.
Yeah. So
That
it takes
is
4 weeks.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
So we're looking at months of work here.
Yes.
Man.
And a lot of it is already sold. It's just waiting to go home.
Yeah, actually tell people about that because I asked it looks like you have a lot of stock, and you're like, well, actually, a lot of this is sold.
Yeah.
However,
Yeah. Well, when I make a bar of soap, the next day I typically post it online.
okay.
And so people will just have an order.
Yes.
And when it comes close to curing, I mail it out.
Gotcha. So
Yeah.
that's what's fascinating is that just because I place my order today for
Yeah.
a bar of soap, well, it may take, depending on in the cycle,
Yeah.
it may be 3, 4, 5 weeks
Yeah.
before it
And
is
there-
ready.
There are soaps that have fully cured that are ready to ship out now.
Right.
I mean, everything is notated on the site with the cure date or
Gotcha,
if
okay.
it's ready now.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys got to go check out the Visket Farm, Visket FARM. Go check it out. A ton of inventory.
Yeah.
I was surprised.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
We have beard balm, goat milk beard balm. We have lip balm.
Oh yeah, is that what one of these is?
Yeah. This is a cedarwood. I'm not really a fan of cedarwood, but guys like it. If you want to smell that. I also make
Yeah, that is such a unique scent.
Yeah. This one is rosemary. It kind of gives me like a kind of a eucalyptus feel to it.
That's good.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then for the holidays, that's peppermint.
That is peppermint. My wife loves that scent.
Yeah.
Since I don't have a beard, how is this used? I literally do not know how a beard.
Me neither.
Balm.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I don't have a beard either. It helps condition and moisturize the hair. I mean, a lot of men typically don't really take care of their beard.
Yeah. Which is why they partly have one.
Yeah.
Because they don't have to do anything to it.
But there are guys that, you can style it. You
Yep.
can do like little twisty mustaches and, it helps keep it moisturized and not breaking.
So would you put it on after a shower or like just kind of get a dab and just kind of put it in your beard?
Yeah, I would say after a shower would be good,
Okay.
Come out with a clean beard and then you put a little
Something
beard
healthy
balm on there.
it.
Yeah. It's kind of like a conditioner for your hair.
Okay. And what about you have a couple more fun little guys up here?
Yeah. This right here is a little sample pack.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
that's really cute.
I've had quite a few people that, don't want to just buy a bar. They kind of want a little sample of everything.
I don't blame them.
This one is a peppermint coffee. I sold out of that at the farmer's market last weekend, but
that's actually two of my wife's favorites.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
People love this one.
Yeah.
I mean, every time
That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I wonder if you could also, when you sell this, do they know the scent, the sense that they are getting?
Yeah.
Okay.
On my website, I have the sample pack with each, the
Okay.
label of the bar,
Do you
the
have
ingredients.
more than just one sampler that they can get?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have multiple.
Nice.
I mean, I only have 2 left of that
Right,
batch,
but
but
just-
yeah.
Because you have so many scents here that
Yeah.
I'm like that's a great idea.
I mean, up there, kind of already started. You could see like the really thin
yeah.
slices of
Yep.
the lavender.
Right up here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So every time I make a batch of soap, I try to section off about 10 smaller slices to kind of create another sample pack,
Yes.
which is perfect for the holidays,
That is.
which is around the corner for me.
Yes. So you guys, did you hear that? It is time for you to get your goat milk soap
Yes.
and all sorts of other
Yeah.
things that Alex sells. Yeah.
And I make organic coconut goat milk body butter, which is amazing, very moisturizing. It's a little thicker than lotion.
Okay.
I don't recommend mailing that. It melts in this lovely heat wave that we've been having.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So that doesn't really make it.
Would these and these other bars hold up pretty
Oh
well?
yeah. The
Okay.
soaps, they ship perfectly fine. Yeah.
Cool. Man, you didn't mention much of your artistic ability when you were growing up, but clearly it was somewhere in there.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, I was grounded a lot as a kid.
Okay.
I was quite a little rascal. So I
So
sat
you
in my
were-
room a lot
Mhm.
and painted,
Yep.
drawing,
Doodled and
everything.
all sorts of
Yeah.
stuff. Okay. Which is where that comes
Yeah.
from.
I mean, I've taken college painting classes at the age of 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now it's starting to come out. Yeah, because this
Yeah.
is, to me, these are little pieces of artwork. And
They
that's
are.
like almost, I would love about one of these things about a tenth the size with like one of each on it just on the wall.
Yeah.
Just because I think they look really pretty.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they last a long time. I mean, a bar of soap can last me months.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Like it goes that far.
Yeah.
Huh.
The curing process really helps.
Okay. See the things you guys learn?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That is so cool. Can you think of anything else you would like to share about thevisketfarm.com?
Let's see. I mean, I'm really huge on supporting local businesses and local farms. And, if I can pull ingredients and, like artistic type details to my soap from someone that lives here, it's fun for me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So support your local farmers.
Yeah, and you also shared that you were at the farmer's market last week.
Yeah.
Is that going to be something new for you? Are you going to continue doing it?
Well, I used to sell eggs at the farmer's market about 2 years ago, and then I had a baby at the time.
Yep.
And then I just had Aaron, my 1.5-year-old, so I took a 2-year break.
Okay.
And I'm at the market right now as a guest vendor for the next 3 more weekends.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm hoping they like my stuff and they'll take me on as a full-time vendor in the winter.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, I love it. The people are amazing.
The people are amazing.
Yeah. It's so fun for me to just get out of this house and talk to adults, since I talk to a lot of kids all day long, all night long.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of like-minded people.
Yeah,
I mean, just people who for some of them, it is their business, it's their livelihood. And for others, it's just their side hustle that they have a passion for.
Yeah, and it's
that's
fun
really
to collaborate.
Special. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, can you give us any hints on upcoming collabs?
Not that I can think of. I mean, like the tallow I get from Broken Horn, D Ranch, Skull Valley Lavender. I'm trying to get Will to get me some lavender buds, stuff like that, or essential oils.
Okay.
If I can pull something from one of our local farmers. Yeah.
You want to.
Yeah.
And that's obviously the perfect place to start.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what are your ideas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then all the customers that come through at the farmers market, it's just amazing to hear their stories.
Yes.
People that have skin problems that use your soap and they're like, my skin is nice and smooth. People with psoriasis on their skin, they just tell me how much my soap has healed them, and it's just really great.
Good job. That has to be so.
It feels good.
Oh, like of all the hard work you put in, and just to be encouraged like that.
Exactly. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears go into this, and so it's really nice when you get some good feedback. It makes all the hard
Congratulations.
work worth every second.
Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're going to start wrapping it up. What is it about the greater Prescott area that you enjoy? And you now live on a little mini farm.
I know.
So
the beauty. I mean, I just look out my window and I see the mountainsides and the different weathers that we have here. I'm just used to the sun in sunny California.
Yep.
Here, Christmas Day, I can walk out with my kids and, have a snowball fight. It's just, you get a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Someone, actually, a couple podcasts ago, my friend Aaron was on, and he born and raised in San Diego.
Okay.
And then lived in LA for a bit before he moved over here. And one of the things he shared is that the weather, because it is, let's just call it 75 and sunny
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
He said one of the things he likes about the seasons here is it kind of acts almost as a calendar that helps you remind you of just certain seasons of life. And it kind of hit me because I was born and raised in Tucson and then moved to Phoenix, where there's no seasons.
Where it's hot.
It's hot or
Very
hotter.
hot.
Those are the two seasons. And so it's just being able to kind of think about, 'cause I love the mild seasons here.
Yeah.
And it is, I mean, just this morning we woke up after we've had a pretty warm summer and it was 47. And it was like, it's here. Like,
it's pretty exciting not to wake up and sweat.
Yeah. So definitely beautiful. Definitely.
Yeah, I love it.
The seasons. Yeah.
And it's like a slower way of life here, which, you know, I'm getting older. I have little kids.
Yep.
And it's just nice to raise them in a slower town and not so busy.
Priorities change.
Yeah.
Good.
Thanks.
All right. So I'm going to ask you 7 questions that you have to answer with the first thing that comes to mind. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
What is your favorite thing about Greater Prescott?
I would say kayaking on like Watson Lake, stuff like that. It's gorgeous.
What's your favorite restaurant in Greater Prescott?
Oh, that's a hard one. Do I have to name one or can I name 2?
Absolutely.
One of my favorite restaurants is Biga. I love how they truly pull all of their, ingredients from the local farms around here.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
John and Cassie are
awesome. It's cool to see them come to the farmer's market and just load up on veggies and, all sorts of good stuff.
Yep.
So,
what
and
else?
Their food is delicious. Oh my gosh.
So good.
Yeah.
Yep.
I also like El Gato Azul. I mean, they're a little busy.
They're always busy.
Yeah. They need a bigger place.
Yep.
Because everybody wants to sit on that
I
patio.
know. Amen.
Yeah. But their food is
It's a good problem
delicious.
for Barry to have.
Yeah. I love the little tapas.
What's the number one thing on your Greater Prescott bucket list?
Probably to do more hiking with my kids or camping. I want to get them out. It's a little difficult right now because they're so young.
Totally.
But my bucket list is to do more exploring with them.
Yeah, my youngest is almost 2.5 now, and we're finally getting into a season where, hey, we can go on I wouldn't call it a hike, but a trail walk certainly, and we're camping this upcoming weekend.
Yeah,
so
that's great.
We're excited.
Let me know how that goes.
What is your favorite all-time soap scent?
That's hard. Right now, I really love the peppermint coffee.
Okay.
Everyone loves it.
That's hilarious.
I mean, as soon as it hits the shelves, it's gone.
That is so
I need
funny.
to make lots more.
Okay. Emily will want some.
Yeah.
So there you go. What are 3 words to describe living in Greater Prescott?
Community. I mean, I know everybody around here is very helpful, very kind. 3 words. Was that 3 words? Kind,
No.
community.
You said community.
Let's see. I don't know.
You said beauty earlier.
Yeah, it's beautiful here.
It is.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
The weather is great.
Yeah.
You get all these tourists coming up here. They're trying to get out of the heat.
Yep.
Because we're the coolest. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Perfect.
That's about it.
If you weren't, for your daytime job, what's your job title?
A market manager?
If you weren't a market manager for a travel company, then what would you be doing?
What would I be doing? I'd probably be a police officer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still have a passion for that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I love to help people.
Last question. What's your favorite summer activity in Greater Prescott?
Just hanging out at my house, actually.
Yeah.
Playing with all the animals, feeding them, grooming them. It's fun for me. Bringing my kids out there and just raising them around this type of lifestyle is kind of my thing.
Yep. Well said.
Yeah.
Last thing, tell everyone how they can get in touch with you, where they can find your stuff. And
Okay.
just tell them, give them everything.
Well, I have a website. It's www.thevisketfarm.com. I'm also on Facebook and Instagram. Pretty easy to find. If you're not into social media, you can find me at the Prescott Farmers Market for the rest of this month and hopefully in the near future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah. And you can actually come by my house if you place an order and pick up your soaps. I sell eggs, all sorts of good stuff.
Man, jack of all trades.
Yeah.
Holy
I
cow.
wear many hats.
You wear many hats. You guys, I hope that you enjoyed learning about Alex, about her background, about all these amazing soaps and the passion and energy that goes into making these. They're beautiful.
Thank you.
And I think they bring
Appreciate
a lot
it.
of people happiness,
Me
which
too.
is just awesome.
Me too.
Yeah. So I hope you guys get to meet Alex if you head out to the farmer's market, or simply place an order and stop by the farm and meet her.
You can smell all the soap. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of looking at it online, you can come check it out yourself.
Yep. Anything else?
Oh, that's about it.
All right. Thank you again for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It's fun because this is your side hustle.
It is.
And you took time
I
out
love
of your
it.
job to spend time with me. So I appreciate it. I hope that, again, that you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. I hope you just see the passion and the artwork that this stuff is, which is really special. So thanks again. So you guys, I'll leave all her information, and please reach out to her, buy some of her stuff. Christmas is upcoming.
Yeah.
So the little variety
great
packs are
gifts.
like perfect gifts. What a great idea, by the way.
Thank you.
So you guys, thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.